The daily commute in Vancouver. For some, it involves a lot of driving through the city. For others, it's public transit. Some choose to pedal. And remember when we used to walk to our destination? But now technology is changing the way many of us are getting from A to B. Have you seen any of these? It's an electric unicycle. How long have you been riding it?
Couple years.
Is it hard to learn?
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you feel safe riding it?
Yes.
Some of these devices can reach a top speed of 40 kilometers an hour, and riders lean forward or tilt back to control the speed and direction. Electric scooters are also on the rise. For some, it's because it makes more sense than riding a bike.
It fits in my trunk, and I park about 15 minutes from my office, so it's an easy way to kind of drive and then get on the scooter and make the rest of the trip.
You may have even seen one of these in a Vancouver bike lane. Electric skateboards are flying off the shelves at this local skate shop.
So the remote has a bunch of safety mechanisms built into it. In order to accelerate, you have to hold down this dead man switch right there, and then you just pull down on the trigger, and you'll accelerate. That way you can't accidentally pull the trigger and go flying while you're trying to take off.
And the brake
is going to be right up there, and so you just slam that guy down, and it's incredibly powerful motor braking.
There is one problem, though. Electric skateboards, a one-wheel, electric scooters, and unicycles aren't legal on the streets in BC.
You're not allowed to use them on a road, on a sidewalk, or on the seawall. They can be used on private property, but because they're not insurable and they're not allowed on the road, a person using one could receive a ticket under the Motor Vehicle Act for not having insurance on it or for another violation of the Motor Vehicle Act.
But Vancouver police say the force is choosing to educate rather than issue tickets at this point. With no incidents of note, concern doesn't appear to be high. The City of Vancouver has released this statement to City News. It says the city is in regular communication with many of the providers and operators in the industry and are exchanging information. As this is a new and rapidly evolving industry, we have also been asking them for their stats related to sustainability and the life cycle of the equipment, particularly e-scooters, the safety stats, and how they manage the public open space when trips are ending. Back at Border Labs in Cal Streets in Vancouver, Stephen Sterso says it's time to make these new electric devices street legal, but smarts and safety is number one when it comes to selling a rider some new wheels.
I mean, we make them aware that they aren't street legal, and you always have to be super careful whenever you're riding. Make sure you're an active rider, you're paying attention around you. And then, of course, as well, we sell all sorts of helmets and safety pads and we always recommend, bare minimum, a helmet.
So get used to this. Electric scooters, bikes, unicycles, and skateboards are popping up everywhere along city streets.
So long as people use them responsibly, then I'm all for it.
How come you still ride a bike? You're not on one of these e-scooters or unicycles or anything?
I like to do some exercise.
In Vancouver, Greg Harper, City News.